Are you ready? Ooh, I'm not. Hold on, let me get situated. Hello. Are you ready for your full Reiki session? Today we are doing part 2 of our Self-Love series. I'm so excited for today. I have a different setup. We're going to be doing a meditation today. Welcome to Healing Evergreen. My name is Sherry. I am a Reiki Master Teacher Life Coach, and I'm going to be your practitioner today, and I am going to do a meditation with you today that I created this morning. And I also have a little flustered, and I'm going to share with you why, because I feel like there's a message in here too. So I've been going since 7 or 8 o'clock this morning, creating this beautiful meditation so that you can connect deeply with your inner child, and worked on it. And I'm like, okay, great. I'm going to record it now. I recorded it 3 times on 2 different devices, and it just would not work. My intention was to play it in the background as I did your full Reiki session here on the table. And the recording would have allowed us to have a very smooth, no interruptions in the background, because we know that this place gets noisy sometimes. And I would have been able to play some music in the background. StreamYard kind of makes me choppy when there's music in the background. So as I was down to the negative minute to jump on this live session and get everything recorded in time, I was like, you know what? It's life. And such as the process sometimes. Self-love itself can be messy and chaotic, and we can't fit it in time, and things happen and we're like, oh, I can't do it because of this. I was very close to just doing a regular session with you today, but I was like, no, I need to make this happen for them because they are making it happen for them as well. So I am here for you today. We are going to do an amazing meditation. It is based off of, it's not copied from, but it's based off of a book that I will put in the description later so that you can also benefit from this book. It's called something like Reclaiming Your Inner Child. I don't remember the name of the author, but that book is what introduced me to inner child work, and it gave me the steps that I needed to learn to meet myself and comfort myself, and everything we're going to be doing today in this meditation. And the way the book is set up is that you go through every single stage in your life, like every single year, and you think about what happened each year, and then you go in and you do some journal prompts that he gives you and some meditation prompts that he gives you. And it just helps you to address everything that has happened throughout your life. It helps you to get in there and be there for yourself. Out of all of the like journal prompts and meditations and things like that, meditation is what worked most for me. Meditating and meeting my inner child that way. That's what we're going to do today. And we're going to infuse it with Reiki to make it even more healing, more beautiful, and more deep for you. It's going to be great. The way I have it set up is so that you can come back as often as you need to as you advance on this inner child healing journey. What we don't want to do is jump right in if you've never done inner child work before and go to the deep stuff, because that is going to be too much pain. Okay, you got to kind of ease yourself into it. If you haven't met your inner child yet, you're going to follow this meditation through to the first point that says, okay, you can keep going, or you can turn the volume down and just receive the Reiki for the rest of the session. The first layer, the first one has you meeting your child. The second layer, I think I set up so that you can start talking with the inner child And the third layer is where you start diving into actually being there and conversing about the deeper issues. So if you've worked on inner child healing before, stay for the whole session. And if you're new to it, at that first drop off, go ahead and drop off and stick around for the Reiki. Just turn the volume down. Once you drop off the first time, come back to the video again, drop off the second time, come back to the video again, take it all the way to the end, and then come back for everything that you have gone through. You can do it each year. You can do it for each situation that you've had. If you go year by year, you're going to be able to sit down with yourself and be like, okay, when I was 4, this is what my life looked like, and this is what I was feeling, and these are some things that happened, and I want to address them. So if you kind of go chronological, it's easier to hit everything. If you're doing this process and you get to a point that is too much, you can skip it and go to the following year. So for me, age 5 was my major trauma. And I still have not done that yet. I started to, and I was like, it's just too much. And so I talked with my therapist about it. And I would suggest, if you're in therapy and you're not sure whether or not you want to dive deep into this, like going all the way to the end and things like that, talk with your therapist. But her response to it was, do you want to? Do you want to hit that really, really sensitive spot? And I was like, no, at this point, I don't. I'm not ready for it. But when I am ready, I'll come back to it. So then I just continued doing the softer areas, the softer traumatic experiences that I've been through. That was a nervous laugh, by the way. When a lot of times when we get uncomfortable or we start talking about things that make us uncomfortable, we get a little laugh. I still do that once in a while, and there it was on live. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to do the meditation, and once I get all the way through, that's when I'm going to go ahead and turn the music on for you, and we'll get into the deeper Reiki. Okay. So what I want you to do is go ahead and get comfortable. And as you do so, I want you to set your intention for the younger version of you that you would like to sit with and receive Reiki. What age is that version of you? What do they look like? What was something that made them happy at that age? Where was somewhere that they either liked to be or they felt safe in? And if you can't think of somewhere safe at that age, where do you feel safe now? I want you to imagine that space, and I'm going to gently get you connected to Reiki right now as we do this. Go ahead and imagine that space. Just the space. There's nobody in it. You're looking into the space from the outside. It's empty, yet comforting and safe. Now, before you enter that space, I want you to allow yourself to become more comfortable in the position you are currently physically in, whether lying down or seated. Allow your body to relax into whatever is supporting you. Take a breath in for 7 seconds and hold. And allow that breath to release for 8 seconds. And repeat that breath one more time. And as you release, feel your body releasing any stress that is within it. And when you're ready, return to normal breaths. During this meditation, you may hear sounds or have thoughts. Simply allow them to pass through the space, just as a cloud passes through the sky as you continue forward in this meditation. Go ahead and return your focus to that safe space, which now has the younger you inside of it. They are doing something that allows them to feel happy or safe. Perhaps they are playing, standing, or sitting. Allow them to be just for a moment. Allow them to feel safe, to feel happy. Gently enter the room. If they are shorter than you are now, bring yourself to their level. Introduce yourself and let them know that you would like to spend some time with them. And if they will allow you, you can join in whatever they are doing. If they are sitting quietly, you too can sit quietly next to them. Let them know that you have asked Reiki to be sent to both of you for a little bit. Ask if they would like to receive it. And know that Reiki will respond according to their request. If they are not ready today, they may be ready the next time you meet with them in meditation. Allow them to understand that they are fully in control of what happens to them whenever they are with you. If they change their mind at any point during this meditation, they can simply say, "I'd like to receive Reiki now," and they will. If you feel ready, and if they are willing, you can invite them in for a hug or allow them to sit on your lap for as long as they would like. Let them know that there is no obligation to respond to your request or to love you back. You are here for them in whatever way feels right for them. Allow yourself to continue to simply be there for them however they would like, as you both sit quietly, receiving the healing energy of Reiki. Understand that right now, you are holding space for your younger self. I'd like you to think of what it is that you needed to hear at this time in your life. And right now, go ahead and give those words to your younger self. At this point, you can continue to sit with your younger version quietly to continue to receive the Reiki session and fall into a deeper relaxation and or possibly drift off to a quiet slumber as the session continues. Feeling free to turn down the volume of this meditation so you can relax deeper into the Reiki session. Or if you are ready, you can allow yourself to transition into the younger version of you. Imagine that you are now the younger version of yourself, sitting with the older you who has come to support and love you for exactly who you are. Listen to the words come from the older you as they tell you softly and gently everything that you need to hear. Lean in if you feel comfortable and allow them to hug you and hold you as they let you know how wanted you are, how beautiful or handsome that you are. It is okay to cry. They are here for you however you need them to be. At this point, you can transition back to your adult self and continue to comfort your younger self as you both sit quietly and fall into a deeper relaxation and or possibly drift off to a quiet slumber as the session continues. Feeling free to turn down the volume of this meditation so you can relax deeper into Reiki. Or if you are ready, as your older current self, you can ask your younger self if there is anything they would like to talk about. Is there any pain or painful situation that they would like to have your support with as you sit with them? Remembering that it is okay if they do not want to talk today. Gently let them know that you are here for them whenever they are ready, even if it's during another session. Allow yourself to once again transition to your younger self. See the older version of you sitting with you quietly and patiently, ready to support you with whatever you are going through or have been through. Knowing that you don't have to talk if you don't want to. Knowing that it is safe to talk if you choose to. Stay here next to your older self for the rest of this session. Both of you receiving healing for the same wounds together. They understand how you feel. They want you to know that if you want to cry, scream, or talk to release more pain, you can do so, knowing and understanding that this is a safe space. You are not a burden. And the older you is sitting here with you now, holding you and ready to support you quietly or with kind words and advice if and when you are ready. I'm going to go deeper into the Reiki session as you continue this conversation or sitting quietly with each other. Allow yourself to transition back to your current older self. If your younger self would like a hug as you prepare to come back to your conscious awakened state, please do so and let them know that you are always here, meditative state or otherwise, whenever they need you. Allow yourself to begin to come back to now. Feel your body against whatever is supporting you. Take a deep breath in and out, and maybe add a stretch. Move your fingers and toes, and when you're ready, bring yourself to a seated, awakened position. Allow yourself to continue to receive Reiki as I wrap up your session. Once the session is complete, I will end the music and this recording and let you know if I received any messages for you. If this is your second, third, or 10th time completing this meditation, tap into your intuition as to whether or not you should listen to these messages once again. As the session comes to a close, feel free to end with some deep breaths and/or deep physical hugs to yourself and inner child that can look any way that you would like. I like to get in nice and deep and just kind of hug. That completes our Reiki and meditation session today. I hope you received a lot. I would really love to know what you thought about this, either during the live session here or in the replay. If you catch the replay, I would love to know how you received this healing. Again, please come back to the meditation as many times as you would like to heal as many things that have happened in your past and to continue to build that relationship with yourself. Before I get into the messages, I do want to let you know that I am a life coach and I specialize in helping people to love themselves deeper, empower themselves, and discover who they truly are. A little bit about myself really fast is I got diagnosed as codependent. I don't know. It's probably been about 12 years now. And I worked through that by learning to love myself. And along the way, I discovered who I am. This is me. Healing is a lifelong journey. I am still healing. And if you feel stuck in this area, you can apply for a free call with me to see if we're a good fit to work together and to dive a little bit deeper into who you want to be and why you're stuck. So let's get into the messages. I only got a couple today. I want to start with letting you know that most of the healing needed was in the heart. I did focus my hands. I had one hand on you and one hand on your inner child the whole time. And this is for whichever age you intended for that meditation. So I did work on both of you the whole time. And both of you had that heart healing that you needed. And I feel called to ask you to continually give yourself hugs throughout the day. Maybe for the next week or so, just whenever you think about it, just kind of hug yourself and acknowledge that you're hugging your inner child and that they're hugging you back. Continue to build that relationship that you have with yourself. And that's going to take you so far on this healing journey. So the heart was the main thing. only got a couple images. I kept seeing shoes, little kiddo shoes, like a little kid playing with their shoes. So if that means anything to you, go ahead and take it. If it does not, go ahead and leave it. I also saw games, just lots of like board games. And then I saw a lot of kiddos, just different kiddos in different situations. And my thought was, looks like my Wi-Fi is like dying. Hopefully this comes through. My thought initially was like, oh wow, there's like a lot of kiddos here, and okay, I'm picking up on the inner child energy. But then what came was that your inner child is so happy to be seen. They felt seen today, that connection that you made with them. So that is absolutely beautiful, and something that we all need as kids and as adults, to feel seen. I also forgot to mention that immediately when I started out, the moment that I connected with your inner child, they felt safe and calm, like safer and more calm than they ever have. So hopefully you felt that within yourself as well. Oh geez, there was one more. The connection, that's what it was. I was asked to connect you with your inner child and kind of smush you together into one. And with that came the message that you are one. You are, like, when you first come here, you are who you are supposed to be. And then society comes and rips that apart, or your, caretakers, friends, whoever had more influence on you, kind of took parts of that away, and your inner child will sometimes feel neglected and shut out because I don't like that version of me anymore. I'm going to turn to what society likes, and that version of you is who you're supposed to be. So with that message comes to be sure to grab your inner child, acknowledge them, and let them know that they are important and they are part of you, and you want to be part of them, and you want to bring them back in. And then the second part of that is, if you are lost in trying to figure out who you are, start digging back there. What did you like to do when you were a kid? It might not be like what your purpose is, or like what the big aha moment. My big aha moment wasn't technically there for myself, but yeah, there's parts of me back then that caregiving that was shut out because nobody wanted me. But that was shut out, and I wasn't as caring and giving as I truly am. So look back and just take a peek at who you used to be and what you loved as a kid, and see what's there that you can bring forward to help you discover who you truly are. So tomorrow we are moving on to level 3, continuing to clear the layers. We'll be back on the table doing a normal Reiki session for you. I know this was a interrupt that was different than normal, so I had to share with you to take you deeper, because that's what I'm all about. So again, thank you so much for allowing me to be part of your journey. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.